Alright, welcome guys. I'm going to be briefly explaining to you on most of our trades that we did this week on the pairs that we have here. So at the moment we did get our TP hits for AUD NZD. So we go to the 4-hour time frame. So as you can see on the 4-hour time frame, we have a trend line that was drawn from this white bearish favor candle to the next one, and you can see that price rejected here. And notice we have a trend line also drawn from here, from this doji candle, or to this other very engulfing bullish candle, green candle here. So you can see the price then rejected this fair value gap and then came back in here. So from this area we move towards the 2-hour time frame. Right. The 2-hour time frame suggests that retracement already occurred after price already broke the trend line, because price should have pulled from here downwards immediately before breaking this trend line at that side there. So what we then have was that price broke, respected this fair value gap, then broke this fair value gap. As you can see, it closed above it at that zone there. Let me extend the candles so that it is easily for you guys to see. So one thing about trading, from what I have noticed, is that there's an acronym that I normally keep in mind. It's KISS, which means keep it simple stupid. That is what the traders on Wall Street and everywhere, that is what they do, right? So I'll be explaining to you now why this trade became valid. Number one, price broke here, which means ideally as price broke, we should have entered from here, right? And our stop loss would have been at this swing point, isn't it? That will give us still a 2-hour trade, right? Normally that will still give us a 2-hour trade to risk reward, right? 2-hour, and we're risking 1 to gain 2, and we are targeting, actually it's not even it's almost a 2-hour, but it's also good because we need 30.2, but we have 28.3, right? So if we had entered from here and our stop loss was here, we are TP'd at the beginning of the trend line, right? So we didn't have that. I didn't take that because I didn't like the fact that what I'm risking and what I'm getting is good but not what I want. So I waited for price to retest this fair value gap here, this trend line. I waited for price to retest, but when it retested, right, it broke the trend line again on the 2-hour time frame, but not necessarily a break, right? So I waited for the next candle, which was this candle, to see if price will come and test this trend line that we are seeing here. But price did come and it tested and it broke above, so hence I entered in at the next retest, which was here, and my stop loss was below both trend lines, which was here, and my TP was at the peak, which was here. Correct. So meaning the R that I got was very huge. I was risking $10 and I made more than $10, more than $30 on this trade. That's exactly what that means. So that is for AUD NZD. Another trade that I took was on USD card, right? On USD card, this was a trade that I took, and my TP was at this high here, right? You know, we have this fair value gap here. Let me extend on the 2-hour time frame here. So yeah, so there. That was the inefficiency that we needed to be filled. And if you look, there's a fair value gap also in here that price has violated, right? As a result of news, it violated this, right? So what we expect price to do now for USD CAD was that we took a buy using this trend line here, right? We took a buy, but okay, it's not from complete. So a green to green, right there, right? So that's it. So you can see price tested once, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where did we enter? We entered at the engulfing area, which was here. Price rallied up very high, then came back. You see the benefit of putting your stop loss below trend line, right? It's because price usually would want to retest again, and then we ran straight to TP at that zone, which was there. If you go to the 4-hour time frame now for USD CAD, you will see that we spent how many candles here? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So yeah, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's approximately 20 hours on this trade, right? That's crazy. But they were quick successions, right? So we entered in from around 2 a.m. in the morning, and we closed at around 6. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. And see, this was news again. News. So what we expect to happen here is that price should go and retest this area again here before pushing downwards to this zone, because I believe price is currently in a downtrend now, right? So we'll look for a trade that will take us upwards here. So if you go to the 1-hour time frame, right, the 1-hour time frame is what we use to look for a trade. So basically, what we expect price to do from this week is to come back in here once again to retest this trend line before moving upwards, right? That is where we will TP, because we don't know how far price would reach, and that equilibrium was our previous area. That is where we are going to set as TP. Sorry. So if price can give us a very good entry at the rejection site there, our stop loss will be the week of the low, right? And our TP will be up here. That is what we're going to look at again next week, Monday. Right, so thank you guys for watching. I'll be updating and sending out trade reviews on YouTube henceforth, right? Just to clear the table on how easy it is to trade with trend lines. Although trend line requires patience. Patience is very important when trading trend lines. And so I'll update you guys on the trade again next week, Saturday. By the time you are looking at this video, it's probably on Sundays, so I'll try as much as possible to always share my trade ideas and trade setups for the past weeks, right? Thank you guys. Please subscribe and like